You guys, welcome back to King Ols, and yes, I am now here for my Tyson Fury versus Alexander Usyk undercard matchmaker, and I made one of these like a similar video to this the other day for the Anthony Joshua versus Francis Ngannou undercard, and I'm now doing it for Fury versus Usyk, and I made a video on the whole Fury and Usyk promotion side of things yesterday. And you know why there's no undercard to it. God knows why. I made a video ranting about that. Check that out if you haven't already. But yeah, I've got 5 fights of fights that I think should happen on this card. Like this card that I've got here might not fully stand out to the casuals. It definitely stands out to the hardcores though. There are the odd few names on this card that the casuals probably would know. But yeah, anyway, let's get right into it. I've got 5 fights here for this undercard that I got sorted. So first of all, we've got a David Azalea return fight. Yeah, don't exactly know who this will be against, but I do think that David Adelaide should return on this card. Obviously, it'll be a turnaround from October to now. To February, sorry. And yeah, I feel like it's a good one for Adelaide to return on this card. To be honest, it'll get the Saudi money as well. And yeah, I don't really see any reason why he shouldn't be given an opportunity here, in my opinion. But up a decent fight against Worley, which was a fight I definitely did enjoy. He's a big he's building his name up in in British boxing. So yeah, I say put David Adelaide on this card, and I think that'd be good if we can have him on for the first fight to kick us off the show. He's always in a good scrap. So yeah, stick David Adelaide on this card. That's what I think. Next up, we've got Jai Patea. God knows who we'll be against again. Don't worry, the next 3 fights have actually, are actual fights with 2 names on them. But yeah, Jai Patea should fight on this card. I did have him in my AJ Ngannou one, but I've heard more rumors that he's looking to fight on this Fury Usyk card. So get him on this card, 100%. We'd happily have him on this card, definitely. I think he'll be defending his Ring Magazine title. So not a world title. Hopefully, we can get him in. Hopefully, we can get him in on this card. Then he can have a fight here, and then hopefully he gets the Breeders fight after this one, hopefully, because that's the fight that we all want to see, unless he fights Riyad or Crispin Smith or something like that. I don't know. But yeah, Jai Patea needs to get on this card. Might be against some other British fighter or something, but it might not be. Don't know. But at least get him on this card against a decent name with someone who can actually give him a run for his money at least, though. Okay, next up. We've got Manuel Char versus Kubrat the Cobra Pulev. I think this should happen. I believe, I've heard a rumor that they were scheduled to fight for the WBA regular title in Bulgaria. No, don't do it there. Stick them on this card. Apparently, they were trying to get this fight targeted for March. So this was already a fight that's in the works. Get it on this card in Saudi Arabia. We need a kind of fight like this, in my opinion. Heavyweight fight as well for the WBA regular title. Make it happen, in my opinion. Stick it on this card. And Manuel Char's been keeping himself relevant by calling out the names of AJ and Fury as well, especially. He's been saying his name a lot. But yeah, so I think, make this one happen. And obviously Pulev's, he might be a bit more known to the casuals as well, because obviously he had a fight with AJ back in 2019. Or was it 2020 or something? But yeah, I think this should happen. I think it's a great fight as well, where, it's a real 50-50 as well. So I think it's definitely a good filler fight for this card. Stick it on the card. These are 2 names, especially Pulev, who could possibly be known to the casuals as well. So yeah, but either way, it's a great fight, this one. So yeah, make it happen. Don't bother putting it on in March in Bulgaria. No one will really care about it then. I think this is a fight, in my opinion, which actually deserves attention. So stick this on the Saudi Arabia card on Fury versus Usyk. Simple as that. This fight deserves attention, in my opinion. So stick it on this card. Next up, we've got Joe Cordina versus Anthony Kikache. This is a fight which is actually being rumored as well. just in general. Apparently, it's in the works. Stick it on this card. Honestly, I do. I think Joe Cordina is definitely building his name up well in British boxing. Anthony Kikache, well, he's partly Italian, partly British or something. But yeah, Kikache is an interesting contender. I do think he's an odd level below Joe Cordina, though. But yeah, I think Joe Cordina definitely deserves a Saudi payday as well. And I think Anthony Kikache is a good opponent, because I feel like, a lot of, British boxing, especially British boxing fans' eyes will be on this. And, these are two guys that are fairly well known around British boxing, especially Joe Cordina. So make this one happen, in my opinion. I think it's an exciting fight for a few rounds, but then, experience and, the levels will show of Joe Cordina in this fight, in my opinion. So, yeah. That's what I'm saying. Get this fight on the card. I think it's a real entertaining one as well. And yeah, that Joe Cordina definitely deserves more of a spotlight, in my opinion. So yeah, make this one happen. It'll be for Joe Cordina's IBF world title as well. So it's a world title fight. Yeah, simple. Get it on this card. Okay, next up, and this should be in the co-main event, in my opinion. I've got Andy Ruiz Jr. versus Jermaine Franklin. Simple as this. Make it happen on this card. Make Andy Ruiz make him return, and make it be against Jermaine Franklin. They've got, I think they're both similarly ranked in the WBA or WBO or something. I think Ruiz is like number 6 and Franklin is number 10. It makes all the sense in the world, in my opinion. Two, very similar styles as well. They both like it up close in the pocket, and, both really, really quick as well. And, really quick with their hands. This won't go past 6 rounds, but it'll be really entertaining for while it lasts. Ruiz will win. 100% Ruiz will win. Because, he's, he's a higher level fighter than Franklin. But, I still feel like these guys will be able to be in a war for a good few rounds, in my opinion, though. So I think it's definitely a really exciting fight. Make it happen here. Ruiz, he's also known to the casuals as well. So yeah, make this one happen. And Franklin might be as well, because he fought AJ back in April and he's fought Dillian White. So yeah, I think this is a fantastic fight, and I think it's a really good fight for Ruiz to be able to get back into his groove as well. So yes, I think this is a great fight to have on the card. I think Ruiz would definitely be a great name to have a fight in the co-main event as well. Ruiz would definitely be a good name to have on this card. So yes, make it happen. Ruiz, I think, will help bring more excitement to the undercard fights as well. Make more people want to tune in to the undercard as well. So yeah, this has got to happen, in my opinion. I feel like you need a name like Ruiz on this undercard as well to make it bloody stand out. He's been talking about returning I think he spoke about it on December 23rd on the AJ Walling card, Day of Reckoning. So yeah, get him on this Fury Usyk card. It makes all the sense in the world, in my opinion. And against someone like Jermaine Franklin, it's a really bloody entertaining fight. So yeah, anyway, they're all my fights for the fights I think should be on the undercard, to Fury and Usyk. Anyway, thanks for watching the video, King. I'll speak to you in a bit.